An 8-game Major League Baseball slate on this Thursday, 6 of the 8 scheduled for the afternoon hours. Now, we do have some thunderstorms here in the greater tri-state area around New York City, so we'll see if the day game inside Yankee Stadium, scheduled for 12:36 p.m. Eastern Time, goes off as originally slated. But it's a big day here on the early line on this Thursday because with Mark Zinno, we get to break down our guy, Luis Gil, on the bump for the New York Yankees. Yes, we know his name is Luis Gil. Gil on the hill, Gil on the hill. Whichever way you slice it, Zinno, the Yanks a minus 144 favorite with Luis Gil, who has been sensational to start this year for the Pinstripes.
Absolutely has. I mean, what can you say? I have been sort of guardedly optimistic about the way the Yankees pitchers have been performing, most notably Luis Gil at 5-1 with a 2.31 ERA and a 1.08 whip. And get this, guys, 62 Ks in 49 innings. Going up against the Seattle Mariners team today that checks notes, looks at watch, has the highest strikeout rate in all of baseball at 28%. So it could be a very good start for Gil and a bad offensive performance for the Mariners here. And look, truthfully, as a fan, I sort of keep waiting for the other shoe to drop and the wheels to come off the wagon on some of these pitchers for the Yankees. And they seem to just keep hanging on. And as long as they do, the Yankees are going to be an extremely, extremely tough out. I still would give the nod to the Orioles over them as far as the best team in the AL East at this point in time. And I think the Orioles 1 through 9 in the lineup are probably a little bit of a deeper team. But everything is clicking for New York right now. Soto is on fire. Judge is back to being the player that we all expected him to be after kind of a slow start to the first month. And Stanton is healthy. Even him just being in the lineup healthy sort of helps other guys out in the lineup just having him there. So it's all clicking right now for the Yankees, and hopefully as a fan I can see them keep it going.
Yeah, and also you take a look at Juan Soto in that lineup as we talk about protecting Aaron Judge, and you're right about it. You're still waiting back. And much like we talk about the Atlanta Braves, oh, no, you're going to miss Strider. He's not coming back. You got Garrett Cole that's expected to be back within the next month, maybe the best overall pitcher in baseball last year. So certainly that momentum building here for the Yankees. But Gil has had a great season, 5-1 overall record, 2.39 ERA, and his AL Rookie of the Year odds sitting there at a 6-1 price. Let's take a look at another team here in the same division. That's the Baltimore Orioles taking on the Chicago White Sox today, 7:40. That's actually the latest start to a Major League Baseball game today. Rodriguez versus Clevenger, an 8.5 total, and a monster price on the road for the Orioles. Minus 250 here, Mark. Minus 250.
Well, look, the Orioles are coming off getting swept. They're also coming off a series where they didn't score more than 4 runs in any of the 3 games, which is highly uncharacteristic for that lineup. So as soon as you see them getting swept, you go, all right, I want to play on the Orioles because they're not going to lose 4 in a row. Narrative, but they're probably not going to lose 4 in a row. Oh, they're playing the White Sox, one of the worst teams in baseball. Okay, here we go. Now let's start slicing and dicing this thing. Not laying 250 on the money line. Way too crazy. Minus 1.5. You're still paying about minus 140, minus 150 on the minus 1.5, so I don't want to go there. First 5 innings is still upwards of minus 160. So, guys, I had to do some digging today to find out a way to play the Baltimore Orioles. And all I'm going to do here is tell you Grayson Rodriguez to get a win, minus 110. The Orioles give him 6.7 support per start. Their bats are due to break out. They're going up against Mike Clevenger, who is an ERA machine. He will continue to give up runs. You figure that they are going to be able to score early. They have the better bullpen. All this adds up to a very manageable spot here for Grayson Rodriguez, one of the Orioles' best starters, to get a win at a lovely standard minus 110 price.
It was a weird series in St. Louis for Baltimore. They played 2 games technically yesterday. They finished up game 2 early on a Wednesday. Both games yesterday, the score was 3-1 in favor of the Cards. Completely agree. The Orioles get a win today. The only other night game that we have is in the Motor City. It's the Tigers and the Blue Jays. It's a virtual pick'em with Toronto a slight road favorite. Zinno, virtual pick'em. Who gets the dub in Detroit?
Guys, I mean, is Detroit good or is Toronto bad? I haven't figured that out yet. Yeah, I mean, is it? I feel like Detroit is one of the most mispriced teams in Major League Baseball. Oddsmakers keep pricing them like they're good. I don't think they're that good. This is an offense that's bad. I don't want to trust this offense. I know their starting pitching is great, but I don't trust this offense night in and night out here. You put a gun to my head, I'll lean on Gausman, even though Blue Jays stink. They're bad.
Hey, listen, it's not that serious for the Blue Jays-Tigers game, by the way, but I appreciate you giving us a pick. Yeah, DRS going to be the one. All right, Mark Zinno, we appreciate the time. Enjoy Lucas Gill Day, my friend. Luis Gil on the bump. Hour 3 starts next. You're on the early line.